Is San Francisco better? Are they the same, or are they worse without Brock Purdy?
I think if Brock Purdy doesn't play, this offense doesn't skip a beat. I think their offense will remain the same. This is not a knock on Brock Purdy. I've said Brock Purdy's played top 5 quarterback. He's played like an elite quarterback. This is more that Sam Darnold is the most talented quarterback that Kyle Shanahan would have played with since Matt Ryan when he won MVP in 2017. This is an offense that has tons of talent, and this is a player that San Francisco has wanted. There's a reason why. On the first day of free agency, they was like, here, $4 million guaranteed, come play with us, Sam Darnold, because they see a guy that is wildly talented, and he's never, ever, ever had a situation even remotely close to this one that he would step into. So I don't think this is challenging Brock Purdy's job. I don't think he's taking the starting quarterback role from him. I just think if Sam Darnold has to start, this offense doesn't skip a beat.
So what you're saying is that Sam Darnold can operate this offense at a championship level. That's what you're saying.
I do, yes.
Yeah, well, based on what evidence? What have we seen in the 55 starts that Sam Darnold has given us across 2 teams that will make us think that? He's 21-34 as a starter, and I get it. It wasn't exactly ideal situations, but the common denominator has been
situations.
I said it wasn't exactly ideal situations. Are you listening? Are you listening?
They were like bottom 5 situations. We can't phrase them as
they were bottom 5 situations. Joe Burrow went to a bottom 5 situation in Cincinnati. He looked pretty damn good in his second season. But I digress. All I'm simply saying is this: talent alone doesn't mean that you're going to go out there and play at the same level and have this offense at the same level as Brock Purdy does. Now, Brock Purdy being in concussion protocol gives us a little bit of color as to what we saw at the end of the Minnesota Vikings game, but let's not get it twisted. This dude had his team in the conference championship game last year. Yeah. This dude quarterbacked an offense through the first 5 games that scored 30-plus in each of them. The last 5 teams that did that had their team in the Super Bowl. So Brock Purdy, from a production standpoint, is giving us something quite literally that we've never seen from Sam Darnold, and we can't use the situation that Sam was in as the excuse as to why he can't play better quarterback.
Go ahead.
Fellas, but before, calm.
No, I like this. Keep going.
How can we not use this situation as context to the performance? Go back to Sam Darnold in 2019. Okay, he was trending towards becoming a good player. 20 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. Then I think Adam Gase comes in. In 2020, there's 2 guys that he played with on offense, Chris, that are in the NFL, I think. One of them is a starter. Go to 2021 in Carolina. I think 2 of them are starters, DJ Moore being one of them. Last year, 2 of them are starters, one of them being DJ Moore. So how can we sit here and say, well, Brock Purdy has done things that Sam Darnold has never done, and him not be even remotely close to in a similar situation to do those things? Brock Purdy's played awesome. The people, don't turn this into, oh, Brock Purdy's played really good. Sam Darnold is exponentially more talented than basically every quarterback that Kyle has had since Matt Ryan. We don't think that talent matters? We don't think it matters?
No, I'm not saying that talent doesn't matter.
So what does he not have?
I'm not saying that talent
So what does he not have?
What's one of the key things that you need in Kyle Shanahan's offense?
Anticipation.
Anticipation.
He has that.
And getting the ball out of your hands, correct?
He does that in spades.
So, Sam Darnold does that in spades? He's quite literally never been in the top 20 in time to throw at the quarterback spot. He's never done it.
Chris, you make the comment of, well, Joe Burrow had Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd.
And he was the most sacked quarterback in the NFL, and he took his team to the Super Bowl, Dan.
Because he had freaks at wide receiver, Chris. The quarterback doesn't get the ball out time because no one's getting open. So Sam Darnold playing on those Jets teams and Panthers teams, and only one skill guy actually being a starter in the NFL doesn't matter at all.
Yeah.
That doesn't matter.
I didn't say that it doesn't matter. But what I'm saying is we can't use that as all the excuses as to why Sam Darnold has been a failed draft pick at the quarterback position.
I'm not using it as an excuse. It's a reasoning. It's an explanation to why.
It sounds like an excuse when you're saying that he's going to be able to play.
Don't forget, Ryan Tannehill stunk in Miami.
Can I finish my point?
Geno Smith stunk everywhere.
Can I finish my point? All I'm saying is you can't then use that and say, well, Brock Purdy is a good quarterback, but Sam Darnold is going to be able to play at the same level. You can't say that it's not disrespectful to what we've seen in Brock Purdy in his 16-game sample size. You just can't say that.
I will say this. I think it would probably be the same, to be quite honest with you, to answer the question. But I got to give it to you. I got to give it to you, Dan Orlovsky. I've never seen anybody in my life make such a case for Sam Darnold. I've never seen it. It's the first time. It's the first time. It's the first time since Sam Darnold has been in the National Football League that I've heard anybody speak that glowingly. I mean, you okay?
This what he does, though. This what he does.
What do you mean?
This what he does.
You okay?
I heard him make the same case about Carson Wentz 2 years ago.
Kyle Shanahan has reached the NFC title game 3 times in the last 4 seasons without a single Pro Bowl quarterback. We know this, okay? We know this about him, okay? We also know that when you look at it, Kyle Shanahan's teams, I mean, I'm just thinking about it. You got Debo, you got McCaffrey, you got Kittles, you got left tackle Trent Williams. They're healthy. If they're healthy, the Niners' offense is going to flow. Even with Sam Darnold as quarterback, I kind of agree with them there. Because I'm looking at Purdy, and I know he can ball, and I'll give him credit where credit is due. But what he did last year, healthy, Jimmy Garoppolo couldn't have done that. Healthy, I think he could have done
I don't think so.
Oh, wait a minute. He got him in the NFC Championship game. That's all I mean by that. That's all I mean by that.
Brock Purdy's an upgrade over Jimmy Garoppolo.
That's fine. I'm not saying he's not. What I'm trying to say is that somehow, some way, they've all ended up in the same situation. Jimmy Garoppolo went to a Super Bowl. Jimmy Garoppolo went to a couple of NFC Championship games. Brock Purdy went to the NFC Championship game last year and just got hurt. We get that. We look at Purdy and we say he's better, but in the end, the bottom line is that with the system that they have in place, with the personnel that they have surrounding their quarterback, the results seem to be the same.
Yes,
even when there was a different quarterback, no matter what the quarterback was, you see them winning 21-19 or 16-10. Or it's not like, oh, my goodness, there's a jump. There's a precipitous jump from one quarterback to another. The results seem to be similar, regardless of who the quarterback is.
Some of the backup quarterbacks,